Dave Stevens again at Super Bowl 52 for the Disability Channel. It doesn't get any better than this. You can have your J-Lo, you can have your big parties. I've got John Hein and Gary Dell'abte, famous producer of the Howard Stern Show. John Hein, famous for Jump the Shark and all the fun shows that you two have hosted over the years.
Dave, I know how it gets better.
Oh.
If Howard were here, it would be better.
Oh, well, yeah, well, you think Howard's going to get on a plane and come to this crowd?
So you got us.
Yeah, this is the best you're going to get, Dave. We're sorry. I mean, you're stuck with us. But it's nice to see you again.
Hey, I'll take it. And John, I saw you over there with the Lombardi Trophy, and I'm sorry that that's as close as any Steelers going to get to that. But you got close.
They get close. You know what? Last year in Houston, I had everything planned except the Steelers lost to the Pats. And this year, they did me the pleasure of not even making it to the conference championship game. But I feel bad, but I really feel bad for the folks here in Minnesota because they were real close, and those Eagles pulled through.
Gary, we won't even talk about your team, so we'll move on to another subject.
Is it better to get close and lose or just not be in the game?
When I was sitting there watching the Eagles crush my Vikings, it was way worse. You know, you get your hopes up with that crazy play that ends it.
My season was over like week 11, so I was out, golfing and having a great time.
Off to the Mets, right? And Tim Tebow.
Yeah, he's not playing for the Mets. They're just selling jerseys. If they bring him up, that's the end of civilization as we know it.
Gary, I've watched you guys evolve from the old days to serious, and does it just blow your mind when you're in logistics like this and you're walking around and you're seeing what Howard has brought to this network and what you guys are being a part of?
Well, listen, Howard gave us everything, and he gave us popularity. When I was a kid, if I ever imagined I'd be on Radio Row without Howard, I would not have imagined it. So it's very cool.
What was this season like for you?
Fantasy-wise, I had a great season, and then I got knocked out because Will, who's part of the show, just had one of those weeks that, one of those guys have when they get lucky sometimes, and as a result, I went home. But it's fun talking sports on the Stern Show because Howard doesn't know sports, and Howard just goofs on how we could... He thinks right now I should be a Vikings fan because I'm in Minnesota, which is crazy. I mean, with all due respect to Viking fans, I'm a Steeler fan, and I live in New York, and that just drives him absolutely nuts, right, Gary?
Yeah, and by the way, I want to call John out on something because this goes on with my fantasy football all the time. When John wins, it's skill. But when he loses, the other guy was just lucky.
100% true. 100% true.
Yeah, and then of course Rappaport has to do what he does to you guys, and
I got to tell you, the best thing that happened to me in sports in the last calendar year was Rappaport losing in the championship. The Mets were out early, the Jets were out early. So just watching Rappaport talk crap the whole season and then lose, and watching him crawl in the fetal position, it was very enjoyable.
Hey Gary, how many times have you won the league?
Once. John, how many times have you won?
I won it 3 times. How many times has Michael Rappaport won the league?
That would be a big never.
I'm amazed he even got back in the league with everything that was going on. But all right, so you guys are here. You're flying in, flying out, doing the wrap-up show here today. But what is like your best memory of the Super Bowls that you've attended?
Well, I have never attended a Super Bowl. I've never been to a game. That's the whole thing. Over the years, I've been invited a million times, but I have to be back at work on Monday, and I've been offered all sorts of ways to get in and get out. That's just a chance that I don't want to take. So I've never been to a Super Bowl. This is my second Radio Row. I will tell you, Houston was a lot warmer and nicer last year.
You don't like -17?
Yeah, the thing is, you're really not out and about. You're just waiting for a car to go from A to B. But it does suck that you're inside the whole time. But I'm in the Mall of America. John's in his glory there. This is like probably the biggest food court in the history of the world. John, do you see anything here that you can't get anywhere else?
Not yet. I mean, I just got here this morning, and I plan to be here the entire day and night. I'm very excited to be at the Mall of America. I know a lot of people may think it's cheesy, and not me. I am all about this place, especially with the weather being what it is. You get to stay inside, great food court, tons of different places. We get to interview people. I mean, this is a great day for me.
Will you go on the roller coaster with me?
Oh, sure. Anytime, Gary. You know that.
Right after you fill up on like Tim Hortons?
Yeah, I saw a Chick-fil-A upstairs. That's all I need.
Oh, I can't wait. If you guys do that and that gets back to Howard, that's 3 days worth of fun for him.
Very
and Robin to pick you guys up. Guys, last question, your prediction for the game.
I don't know. After last year, I feel like you just can't deny the Patriots. I know they're getting older, but they never seem to be at it. You can't turn your back on them for a second. So I think this is Tom Brady's like super farewell. This is going to be another amazing game for him, and then we'll see what happens the next chapter for the
I think, as you know, as a Viking fan, that Eagles defense is nasty. And even if Foles doesn't play a great game, they're good enough to win. But as Gary said, this is the Patriots. I'd say 21-17 Patriots. Eagles cover, Patriots win.
Oh, by the way, if the broadcasters somehow got a hit him with a Hein in the game, I know you don't like it, but what would that mean to you?
It'd be pretty cool to be on the Super Bowl, no doubt about it. I think I could look past that.
Gary Dell'abte, John Hein, Howard 100, Howard 101 on Sirius. I'm a fan, I'm sorry, I had to say it. Dave Stevens for the Disability Channel. Back to you.